Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run. This is Mason. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And this is caught on the sideline. Gonna have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. That's going to bounce out of bounds, giving them a short field to work with here. Dak going to put it up right away. That's going to be incomplete. Looks like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That is caught. downfield by Pickens. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Jonathan Grenard in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On the ground is Mason, and he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Marquise Bell up to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion. 1st down and more inside the 20. And he will score! Jordan Mason, touchdown Minnesota. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On the ground, here's the rookie who played in-state at Austin. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. He's up to the 45-yard line. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Pistol now for Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Vikings with the edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Now, this looks like a design run. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
And he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Will start on the ground. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. stick with him again. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. He's got a man. That's Felton. Now inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Ty Felton. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Avante Turpin on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ivan Pace. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got it at about the 8. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will take a 21-7 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys draw closer here. It's 21-14. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Right side, that is brought in by Felton. Now he's free to midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play for Minnesota. It's a gain of 34.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's in. What a drive. High, Felton, touchdown Vikings. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And this is going to be no good, but penalty flags come raining in. This could very well be a roughing call. Another extra point opportunity here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now Prescott. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Prescott. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Again, Prescott to the air. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Aubrey's kick is good, and the Cowboys will cut into that lead.
And at this point, they need all the points they can get, so kudos to them coming away with 3 before the half. I think they're going to need an overall better performance offensively going forward if they plan on pulling off this second half comeback.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. A first down throw for Prescott. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On second down, it's Dak. Into the hands of Pickens. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of, They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
And he will take it in himself. Dak Prescott, touchdown Dallas. He's got another one, his 2nd touchdown of the evening. Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and through. The Cowboys will cut the deficit down to 4. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. With Jones to begin this drive. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Minnesota. On the give, it's Jones. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. The veteran Kenny Clark in on the stop. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds. Third and 5. They run it once more with Jones. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Run for it, and it's Jones. And he's going to pick up the Vikings 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. On the run, Jones begins this fourth quarter. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Handoff, Jones, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Try and run for the 1st down with Jones. He is down at the 14, but will have the 1st down.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one. Second down, they need 7. Now whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 3rd down, here's Jones. So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Forced out wide. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's down the field for Lamb. Into space. And they are not gonna catch up to him. He will score. 87 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st down. They'll drop to throw. This one caught by Felton. And he's gonna get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Running is Jones. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Jones. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. He'll run. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Cowboys. At the timeout for Dallas, it's their second. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. This offense still has the one timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up. And now the timeout will be called, so they are in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to win the game. This kick is good. So, it's a win for the Cowboys. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Theresa. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.